And now, Brandon Thiccc Schaub.
What's poppin', fam? Monday morning, January 26th. It is freezing in Austin, Texas. You know, I was born in the snow, but listen, no one told me when I came to Texas. Everyone warned me, get ready for the summers, man. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my God, get ready for the summers. It's crazy. Summer was whatever. I can handle the heat. Dude, nobody told me, nobody warned me about ice storms. Snow I can deal with. It's straight up, everywhere you go, it's 3-4 inches of ice.
Yeah, it's kind of the scary ice too.
I had to pick chin up this morning.
Thank you, by the way.
Of course, dude. I got you, man. Hopefully Brian doesn't need a ride. Nick doesn't need a ride. I can't just be, I'm an Uber guy now. I'm Uber. But I can't. Get a truck, boys.
Yeah,
Get a truck.
it's time.
We got to get you a truck, Jen.
I know it's time.
Is that you got payments still on that Prius or is it paid off?
It's paid off.
Okay.
I'm looking at a specific truck, but it's like a lease. We'll talk about
truck?
it later. You're gonna hate it. So I'm
Toyota?
not gonna, huh?
You like Toyotas, right?
Yeah, but they're super expensive. The one I wanted was a Sequoia.
We can make that happen. We can figure that out.
Yeah, we'll
that or even an old Land Cruiser. Those are bulletproof, dude.
You're not gonna like my choice. I'll tell you that much.
Well, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Let's start looking, though. I love doing that stuff. I just helped my boy Kevin Bay find a freaking truck. I'm on Facebook Marketplace every morning.
Nice.
Yeah, the kids' school is canceled. It's so cold, dude.
Yeah. We just drove around right now to get some freaking supplies, and people were sliding all over the place, and they can't get out of the shopping center.
No, and it's also, it's like that movie or the show Pluribus. There's not many people. Nobody's in the stores.
Yeah.
It's so strange, dude. Austin, put ice down on the roads.
You mean salt, right?
Salt? Yeah. Put the salt down on the ice.
I saw 0 trucks.
Zero.
We saw no plows or anything. Yeah.
All good. It is what it is. We were snowed in, but at least we had the UFC, baby. It's back. It's back. UFC went down this past weekend. You got another one this weekend. Dude, you're too good to us, Uncle Dana. You're too good to us. A lot of complaining about the commercials. Yeah. You know, it's $8.99. So yeah, pick your poison. Would you rather have the $80 or $84.99 and have no commercials? You know, it's like, I get it. It is annoying. I hear you. I guess I expected the commercials and the ads because Paramount paid whatever $7.7 billion. They got to get their money back.
Yeah.
So it's just not going to be a free for all. You know. So I assume the commercials excessive. Yeah, I hear you. I get it. I get the complaints. What are you going to do, though? You know, it's like, all right, the alternative is they go back to pay-per-view and you drop in, you know, in 2 weeks, you would have dropped $160. This last week's pay-per-view and this one, you're looking at $160. I'll take the ads. The ads I expected, but I also get why everyone's disgruntled with it. The ads I understand. The part that I don't like is the new broadcast where we're missing walkouts, we're missing the chatter between the fights, the corner talk. Like we're not getting a ton of that, which that bums me out. There was some hiccups, but overall they get better. I didn't mind that. The intros and stuff, the Paramount intros were dope. You know, they're learning. Let's get into the card though, because the card overall, the prelims were pretty tasty. Krylov, Alex, Charles Johnson. The prelims were fun. Dudes are lighting guys up, buzzer beaters. And then where it started to go south for us as fans was the Umar Nurmagomedov fight. Now, obviously, Umar is taking a lot of flack, being a boring fighter. This was Figueiredo, man. What the fuck you doing? What are you doing, dude? That fight was atrocious. That fight was so bad. Umar, I guess, could have applied a little more pressure, but again, when you're fighting a guy who doesn't want to be in there, is just running, doing nothing, it was such a waste of time. There's not a shot Umar gets a title shot after this. There's no way. Again, not all his fault, but that thing was terrible. Terrible. And then to kick off the main card, I assume, I think they project around like 7 to 10 million views on this thing.
Wow.
It's supposed to come out, right? That's the projection numbers. Who knows with any of that stuff? Also, like even with Netflix, when they're like, yeah, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, 115 million views. Like, oh yeah, prove it. None of them have to prove this. So who knows? But they're paying him like he's getting those views. But again, who fucking knows? So with CBS, you're hoping to to grow the fan base. This card didn't do it, did it? This card didn't do it. Silva, Arnold Allen. It was a fun one for the most of it, back and forth. Arnold Allen, he's just too defensive minded. He doesn't have any weapons to end a fight. Just doesn't have any of the tools to really be a threat to guys at the higher level. He's really good. His defense, he doesn't take a lot of punishment. His defense really good. Not an elite wrestler, not an elite grappler, not an elite striker. Doesn't have the one-shot knockout power. So it's kind of, this is what it is now for him. He was one of my favorites. I thought there was potential, but he's that guy whenever he fights, and there's going to be a common theme through this entire main card. But you'll notice there's guys, whenever they fight the upper echelon guys, they're never passing the test. So it's like a AAA minor league baseball player. They're balling down there. They're hitting home runs, triples. They can't miss. Oh my God, they're batting fourth. They're doing their thing. Then they get called up to the Dodgers and they're nowhere to be found. So they got to go back down to the minors. He's just not a major player when it comes to the elite competition. He just hasn't passed those tests. Natalia, Silva, and Rose. I want to be a little careful what I say here, but clearly I'm not the only one thinking this. Women's MMA has a major problem. Major problem. Major problem meaning it's not very competitive. The female side of things is not growing. It's not getting better. The talent's actually getting worse. The weight divisions aren't stacked anymore. There's just not a lot of growth in the female side of MMA. You're getting really bad, boring fights. Technically bad. No finishes. And so the UFC, if you look at the way they're booking things, I think there's the only female fight on this card, and this coming week there's only 1, 2. So it's the least they've booked female fights on cards. This is a trend. This isn't good for female MMA. There's not. It's just a disaster. It is. You look at the finish rate of female fights; it's significantly lower than the male side of things. It's just not entertaining right now. I think, is Invicta still around?
I think that's a.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Like there needs to be a league of just female fighters to build the talent pool, which Invicta. Wow. No Invicta. So that's the watch, bro. That's the watch.
Oh, no,
dude.
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, come on, dude. Invicta women's MMA. Come on, player.
I know. Still active.
The fact that we have to ask if it's still active is not a good sign, but events are available to watch, including on YouTube, Facebook, and previously signed a deal with CBS Sports. We got to put more resources into Invicta. They've had some monsters come out of there. Megan Anderson, they've had monsters come out of Invicta. I don't think just signing these young girls who have so far to go to the UFC or Dana White Contender Series is the move. This isn't cultivating talent, prospects. They really need to focus and put resources into Invicta if you want women's MMA to grow. Because right now, it's fucking dying. It's so bad. It's so low level. There's no excitement. There's no finishes. Now, some of you are like, what about Amanda Nunes? What about Shevchenko? Okay. Well, they fight once every 2 years. Amanda has maybe one that she's out, but you can't keep booking these low-level female fighters on big-time cards and expect to get good results. It's bad MMA, to be honest. It's really, really bad. Rose, I think in one round had 5 significant punches. And Silva wasn't doing shit either. It's not good, dudes and gals. It's not good. They have a real big problem that they need to figure out. I think they need to put more resources, more money, God knows they have it, into Invicta to grow the female side of things and grow it and build stars, man. Because what else are they going to do? Just fight regionally and then hopefully get on Dana White Contender Series? They ain't ready to go. What are we doing? That ain't the move. But so you have the Silva Arnold Allen fight, and you're like, all right, not terrible. Then the Rose and Natalia Silva fight just kind of came to a screeching halt. You're like, God damn it. Imagine being a new fan. That's what I was thinking this whole time. Imagine being a new fan and watching this. Natalia Silva and Rose gonna get you excited about watching this week's card? No, you're like, this is terrible, man. The girl threw 5 punches in a round. What the fuck is this? And then you get Acosta and Derek Lewis. And I was like, oh man, this is about to be a banger. Here we go. You know, you forget Derek Lewis is 40. He just, again, I don't know what a guy's going through mentally when he's in there, but it looked like he was just like, fuck it. You know, he's just like, I'm out. And, you know, he went to his back and he's on the ground and then just let Acosta literally just slide into mount side control and whale down punches. All right. You know, that was disappointing. I thought Acosta was going to win. I thought it was a 50-50, honestly, when the two dudes are punching like that. Acosta's way more athletic. For Acosta, I know he called out Curtis Blades. Man, I think for Acosta, as much hype as he is going for him in this heavyweight division, there's not a lot of contenders. He's putting his name up there. I would assume I'd like to see him versus a legit striker like Cyril Gane, like a legit striker. How's he do with that? I think that would be the appropriate test for him. The Curtis Blades, I don't like that. Or let's say you get wrestled down, dude, and get handled and TKO. I don't like that. That'd be the one fight I would avoid if I'm him to keep this hype train going. Silva, Volkov, a guy who's going to strike with you. Because Acosta probably has the best jab in the heavyweight division. Good footwork. Clearly has power. Super athletic. He was a former baseball player. I think he was a prospect with the Cincinnati Reds. So clearly, super athlete. But I don't like the Curtis Blades fight for him. There's so many other fun matchups for him. But okay, he passed the test. Sugar Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. Song Yadong, similar to Arnold Allen. These guys are. I'm not being disrespectful, but they're these, again, to correlate to other sports, they're these minor league players who are superstars. They're dominating the minor leagues and they're doing their thing. And then when they get called up to play for the Yankees or for the Dodgers, they can't hang. They can't hit the curveball. They can't hit the knuckleball. They just don't perform. So they got to go back down. He's one of those guys, you know, pretty easy to figure out. Okay, what's he really do well? He cuts off the cage well, applies pressure, big power. That's it. Sugar Sean was like, all right, good footwork, stick the jab, fuck up his timing, and I'm going to win this thing by decision, you know? Mm-hmm. Again, not the most exciting fight. I'm glad Sugar got it done. Let's take a little break, kids, and we'll get right back into this episode of the Schaub Show because 2026 is the year you launch your business. Stop waiting. The year you transform into an entrepreneur, founder, boss, baby. That's right. One powerful move puts your future firmly in your hands, and that's starting a business with Shopify. I've done it. Drive fast, all gas, thick boy. It's all Shopify, baby. Maybe you've got an idea you can't shake, a craft someone tells you got to sell this, a story you've already designed in your head. With Shopify, 2026 is when you finally make it happen. Shopify gives you everything you need to sell online and in person. Millions of entrepreneurs have already made this leap, from household names to first-time business owners that are just getting started. We got you guys. All right, marketing is built into. Create email and social campaigns that reach customers wherever they scroll. As you grow, Shopify grows with you. Handle more orders, expand to new markets, and do it all all from the same dashboard. In 2026, stop waiting, start selling with Shopify. Cha-ching! Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling at Shopify.com/Schaub, S-C-H-A-B, all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. That's Shopify.com/Schaub. Hear your first cha-ching this new year with Shopify by your side.
Did you notice Sean's growth at all as far as like his technique and skill? Because he didn't go crazy.
Yeah. I think he was more controlled. I think, when you're coming off a 2-fight losing streak, it's so much pressure, man. Mm-hmm. And you just really got to buckle down. And you need to win the fight. You're not going to take as many risks. When you're undefeated, like he was before the Merab fights, when you're undefeated, you think you're untouchable. You're going to try and get away with a lot. You can be a little more reckless. But coming off 2 losses, you lose this one.
Yeah,
man, it's a tough road for him. So I thought he won the fight. Nobody got robbed, but again, nothing blow your dick off. You're like, all right, should we get past the test? Thank God. We can keep going. I think next for him, I don't think it's a title shot. I think Merab Peter Yan's next. I think the Corey Sandhagen fight makes sense. We've all wanted to see it. But here's my thing with that. And again, this has some similarities when we get to the main event with Justin Gaethje after his win. With Sugar Sean and Justin Gaethje, which I'll tie this all in, but with Sugar Sean, let's say you fight Peter Yan next. Let's say you go right to the title shot. And this version of Peter Yan beats you. Some people thought he beat him the first time, but it doesn't matter. Sugar won that fight. But this version of Peter Yan beat Sugar. Where do we go?
Yeah.
Where do we go? Where do you go, Bubba? And then let's say after that, then they give Merab a shot, and then Merab beats Peter Yan. You're going to beat Merab? No, not a chance. You're kind of stuck, dude. Again, I always say it's a sprint. I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I would take your time. I would do the Corey Sandhagen fight, see how it goes against Peter and Merab, because Peter looks so goddamn good. Nobody's beating that version of Peter. Maybe that's a one-off. Maybe he looks human in the rematch against Merab. But I wouldn't vie for a title again because there's nowhere to go for Justin Gaethje. For Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, let's get into that fight before I give you who they're going to fight next. So for Paddy Pimblett, who you guys know, I've been shouting from the rooftops how he can be the next Conor. He's the next megastar for the UFC. The issue is when you really look at the tape on Paddy Pimblett, and when you look at the Justin Gaethje fight, and you look at who he would have to beat to become champion, and you actually go through it, there's not a lot of paths to victory. Oops. There's just not. There's because what's he do well? Grapple. He the thing that makes him an outlier for the most part is his grappling. When he gets your back, stuff like that, in transitions, his reversals. But Paddy can't wrestle. Get terrible wrestling. It's not his thing. He's not a wrestler. He doesn't have the base of wrestling. He gets most of his takedowns off guys making mistakes. If they go for a hip toss, or they go to do some throw, or they shoot and he reverses, or he gets your back. If you go to do something against the cage, that's kind of how he gets your back, because he's jiu-jitsu grappling by nature. He's doesn't really have the fundamentals of wrestling. His striking is blue belt level. In the top 10, top 15, he's a blue belt striking. He's not world class. You got to be careful with saying everybody's world class. He's not world class when it comes to striking. So knowing all this, you look at his path to the belt, and I don't see it. Unfortunately, I do not see it. Some of you watched that Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje fight and went, guess he proved he belongs at the top. That was not my takeaway. I went, oh man, what's he going to do? Because he got kind of mollywopped by Justin Gaethje. He won 1 round. You might be able to give him 2 if you want to give him the 5th, but I don't know, man. But he was never really in the fight. You know, he got knocked down a few times, I think 3 times. He was kind of getting annihilated. I don't know what the game plan was. I think that bothers me the most. Now, I tweeted out, you know, if you would have told me that there's no way that Paddy Pimblett went through entire training camp and the objective of this fight against Justin Gaethje was to stand the whole time, there's no way. There's no way his coaches did that. And what I mean by that is I don't mean shooting a single leg on Justin Gaethje. I don't mean shooting a double, your traditional freestyle wrestling. I mean getting underhooks against the cage, pulling him in. It's doing anything to get it to the ground. Going into this fight, if you would have told me, hey, man, Paddy's just going to stand with Justin, I went, oh, I would have bet my fucking life savings he loses that. There's just, if they keep it on the feet, how's Paddy win that fight? His striking, he doesn't possess knockout power. It's just not his thing. And here's the thing with knockout power. There's nothing you do in the gym to get better at it. Either you got it or you don't. He does not have it. He might catch you with a flying knee, and that might get the job done, wobble you, then finish you with punches. But he ain't an Alex Pereira. He's not a guy who has this, or a Topuria for that matter. He's not a guy that has this crazy power in his hands. He's not a guy that has really technical striking. He threw the kitchen sink at Justin Gaethje. He literally, every technique that he's ever learned since he was 7 years old, he threw at Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje went, that's it? That's it? Okay. His leg kicks were good, but again, didn't really do anything, didn't slow Justin down. Justin did a great job of knowing that Paddy can't take him down. He's not going to shoot on him. His only chance to get in a grappling exchange is by Justin initiating it, whether it's a throw or trip or something of that nature. And Justin was like, no, I'm not doing any of that. Justin uses wrestling with a snap down. That was his thing when he was a wrestler, by the way, and was heavy on the head. That's just to wear him out. And his ground and pound was great from there. But notice he didn't really engage in anything else. Just heavy on the head, no risk of, duck under, none of that, no risk of getting reversed. He just stayed there, punched him, heavy on the head, and wore his ass out. And then get back up. Yeah, so for those people going, man, Paddy showed he deserves to be at the top. It's like, because he didn't get finished? Let's go through this. So Paddy got beat up, man, bad. Like that fight's going to take years off of his life. At least he didn't get knocked out. Yeah, he's huge. He's huge, man. Okay. It's never good when they go, man, he's tough. That means it did not go well. Boy, he's tough. Okay. That's really the only thing you can say about Paddy. Boy, he's tough. Okay. So let's go through that. If you truly believe he's one of the top contenders, how's he beat Arman Tsarukyan? What's he going to do in that fight? He's going to take Arman down? No.
Arman's a badass wrestler, yeah.
Yeah. Paddy's probably plus 400 in that fight. Then remember, Arman's not even champion right now. So let's go to the champ. And this is the other thing. This is all I could think of during this main event. After the second round, I went, holy fuck, what are these two going to do? Because if you win this and your reward is Ilia Topuria, how the fuck are either of those two going to beat Ilia? They're not. Justin Gaethje, again, probably a plus 600 against Topuria. Paddy, probably a bigger underdog. There's such a discrepancy between Arman, Ilia, and then everybody else. for Paddy too, it's like he fights with his chin high, which he's the bigger guy. He can get away with that. And you can get away with that when you're in the center of the octagon because you have a lot of space to get out of the way and pull back and your chin's high and you move your feet with you, but your hips are going first and your chin's high and you can avoid some punches. But when you're, and he's always a back foot fighter, but when you're getting pressured and you're constantly against the cage, there's nothing worse. So that's why he was getting dropped, annihilated, and Justin's teeing off on him. Because when you're pulling back, but there's a cage there, there's nowhere for your head to go. And it's just bad fundamentals. But you're going to get away with it at a certain level until you fight some real motherfuckers. And for Paddy, his entire training camp should have been no matter what. If you can't get him down, all right. If you can't get him down, do not ride the cage. You've got to go back to the center of the octagon. We don't have the skills to fucking box our way out of this. And our liability is leaving the pocket with our chin up in the air. We can do that from the middle of the octagon. To a certain extent. Somebody, I promise you, is going to catch up with you. It's going to catch up with you. Very frustrating. But in the third round, which he won, notice he started taking control of that center of the octagon. And that's when he had success. But again, he just doesn't have the skill set to exchange with a guy like Justin Gaethje. He landed more punches, more significant strikes. It doesn't matter. It didn't phase Justin Gaethje because you don't have the skill or technique to hurt a guy. You're not a striker. You're a grappler. The problem with being a grappler is you got to get him down to the mat, but you don't have a wrestling foundation. So we're kind of fucked. It's a bummer, dude. It's heartbreaking. Now, the good thing is, if you are a Paddy fan, which I am, you can look at this like, all right, well, he's beloved by the UFC. He's still, besides Topuria, probably the biggest star in the division. They're going to do some stuff to make sure he stays winning. There's certain matchups where, okay, we can kind of do this, But if he didn't have that personality, he didn't have that following, and they feed him Armin, they feed him Ilya, I don't know, man. There's not enough hours in the day to make up the discrepancy in skill set. That's just what it is. And I love Paddy, dude. One of my favorite people. Straight up. One of my favorite fucking people. But that's the truth. There's no way you watch that fight and go, oh, he definitely belongs to the top 3. Get the fuck out of here. And it sucks. Now for Justin, and remember, if you're saying Paddy belongs at the top because he's tough, right? That doesn't, everybody's tough. So that's so stupid. But remember, I started with Justin Gaethje. I've known Justin Gaethje for fucking ever. The Justin Gaethje that showed up on Saturday night was, let's say Justin in the height of his career was a 10. That was probably Justin at a 7. He has so many miles on him, man. He's not moving like he used to. If you even go back and look at the first Fiziev fight compared to this, he's moving different, as he should. He's 37. He has all the miles on him, all the miles. So Paddy got annihilated, man, by a compromised Justin Gaethje. And Justin Gaethje, this isn't no knock on Justin. It is what he's older, dude. Justin's at best a plus 400 against Sarukian, a plus 600 to 700 against Topuria. And, Paddy got dog walked, dude. So I just don't see the argument there. I don't see the argument. I don't know what you do. So with Justin, again, all right, so you beat Paddy, you beat the hype. Good on Justin. Is his reward for doing that Ilya? Nah, man. No. You don't do that to that guy. And this is the thing. This is what makes the UFC great, and this is why Justin Gaethje is a bona fide Hall of Famer. Anyone tells you anything else, they don't know shit about the sport. Justin is a bona fide Hall of Famer. Because you're going to say, well, these other leagues, fuck the other leagues. Justin Gaethje's strength of schedule compared to your beloved Khabib is on a whole nother level. Justin Gaethje's walked through fucking fire. Fire. Not a grappler. He chooses to strike only. His strength of schedule is bananas. This is why he should be in the Hall of Fame. Also, the reason why Justin Gaethje was a shoo-in to kick off Paramount is because he has 14 fucking fight bonuses. Fight performances, fight bonuses. This fucking guy, he doesn't have a boring fight ever. Ever. Every fight he's ever had is exciting. His strength of schedule is fucking nuts, dude. Nuts. He's beat the who's who. He's lost to the very, very elite. The best. He's only lost to Hall of Famers. He's only lost to Hall of Famers. He's beat Hall of Famers. Dustin Poirier, first ballot Hall of Famer. He head kick KO'd him. Tony Ferguson, Hall of Famer. Cerrone, Hall of Famer. Barboza up for debate. I mean, he's only lost to the very best, but he's beat some of the best. Anyone who doesn't say he's in the Hall of Fame, you're out of your fucking mind. Our sport's different. There's so many ways to lose. And this guy's a striker. And he also comes from the golden age of the lightweight division when it was Khabib. Think of all the monsters. Khabib, Pettis, Dustin Poirier, Fiziev, Charles Oliveira, Chandler, Tony Ferguson out of his prime, Cerrone, Barboza, Eddie Alvarez. Come on, dude. Max Holloway, even though Max Holloway's a 45, but still, dude. He's literally must-see. He's the most entertaining fighter the UFC's ever had. If that's not Hall of Fame, I don't know what the fuck is, dude. You know you can always count on him. Always count on him to give you a great performance and lay it all on the line. It's going to catch up with him, but that's the deal you make, man. That's the deal you make. So, long story short, what's his reward? I was thinking about this on the way, and I'm like, all right, if you're Justin Gaethje, his manager's Ali, right?
Yeah.
If you're his manager, do you feed him to the Georgian fucking wolves and give him Ilia Topuria? Nope. Do you give him Islam? I'm sorry. Do you not Islam? He fought him already. Do you give him Arman Sarukian? Nope.
No?
Nope. You know what you do? Because he wants to fight in the White House card. You give him Conor McGregor. You owe it to him. A guy that's always been entertaining, always delivers, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's maybe one or two fights left, probably one fight left. He's given it his all, man. He complained about the bonuses, right? He has all these bonuses, not even over $1 million. You don't put him out to pasture and have him fight Ilia Topuria, and he's a fucking plus 600 underdog. That's fucked up, dude. He's not going to win that fight. Literally, he has zero chance to win that fight. Sorokin, zero chances. The way you reward a guy who's suffered major physical trauma, major brain trauma, and has delivered for you on every fucking facet. Anytime he's been asked to fight, the dude is must-see TV. He delivers. You reward him by giving him the biggest fight of his career, and it's Conor McGregor. And also, those odds are going to be a lot closer than anybody else I named. Sarukian, Topuria, those odds are not favoring Justin. Conor? Oh, okay. Okay. You do it at 70. You do it at 70. That should be Justin's reward. It's for a BMF title. That's what you do with Justin. You want to do right by Justin Gaethje after all the shit he's been through, all the hard work he's done for this company? You reward him with a super fight on the White House card, and it's Conor McGregor. That's the only way you reward Justin Gaethje. And you owe it to him. You owe it to him. That fight shouldn't go to anybody else. That's Justin Gaethje's fight at the White House. That's what you do. For Paddy Pimblett, I think win, lose, or draw this weekend, it's the Dan Hooker, Paddy Pimblett, yeah? Because also Paddy needs some time. And Dan Hooker's fighting this weekend, so it lines up. But it's Dan Hooker, Paddy Pimblett. That's what you do with that. Now, if you're trying to go Sizzler, trying to go fucking Sizzler, you're trying to get numbies, you do Paddy Pimblett Connor. If Justin, for whatever reason, is like, nope, I want to fight Topuria for the title of my last fight, I refuse to fight Connor. All right, let's do numbies. Let's do numbies. And you do Paddy versus Connor. That's what you're looking for. I'm just glad the UFC's back, but that card was tough.
So what would you want next for Ilya then? Arman? Is that the only other?
Ilya Arman, yeah. Those are, I mean, think about it. Yeah, you go through it. Let's say you do Ilya Arman, and Ilya wins. Okay, it's by far the most. It's the fight. If the UFC is all about the best fighting the best, it's Ilya and Arman. Those are the very two best 155ers on the fucking planet. We all know this, and there's a huge drop off. So let's say they do that fight, not the White House, right? But let's say they do that fight this summer, and Ilya beats him. Then what, dude? Ilya fights Charles again? No. Fights Max again? No. Justin Gaethje? No. I just told you what they're going to do with him. Paddy Pimblett? No. Coming off a loss. Dan Hooker? No. But like for Ilya, they do that Arman Sarukian fight. He beats him. It just sets up Islam Ilya. And then there's not much left for Ilya. There's just not much left for him to do. You're cooking with some gas if Arman beats him. And Arman could definitely beat him. If Arman beats Ilya, then you do the rematch, right? You at least squeezing the juice out of that thing. Probably get that trilogy fight, and that keeps the division going. But other than that, man, if he either beat Arman the first time, he's fucking see ya. You know? It's a weird time, dude. Weird time. Let's take a little break here because there's only one UFC 325. We're so spoiled. We got back-to-back big boy fight cards, and this Saturday it's going down under, mates. That's right, this Saturday on DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Once it's over, your shot to get in on the action is gone. DraftKings Sportsbook is built for live betting, not just pre-fight picks, because in the UFC, one moment can flip the entire fight. One punch, one kick, one takedown. New to DraftKings, cool. New customers can bet $5 and get $300 in their bonus bets if your bet wins with the code Schaub Show. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code Schaub Show. That's code Schaub Show to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
All right, brother, what do you got?
Okay. You messaged. You mentioned this already, but this is Dana White actually discussing the ads on the broadcast.
Obviously, we are no longer on pay-per-view, so there was a bit of a different viewing experience tonight. There was a lot of ads during the broadcast, sometimes over the walks and sometimes over the corner work. Is that something fans are going to have to get used to, or is that a work in progress that you'll change?
I haven't seen it yet, and all this is a work in progress. It's $8.99. You're not paying fucking, however much anymore. These guys gotta make some money too. So, yeah.
Would that be something that they decide, or would you watch it back and maybe think, okay, co-main event, we should still hear the corner work, or are you just like, listen, Paramount paid for it, they get to decide?
Well, that is a fact. Let's start there. But these guys are incredible to work with already, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's like, hey, for the big fights, like the co-main event, main event, can you make sure there's no ads so we can listen to the corner?
I saw someone post, I think he's like some sort of celebrity or something that goes, no, F that I paid the $13.99 that shows no commercials, and he still sees the commercials kind of deal.
That's what I pay the premium, and I still saw.
Yeah, so I think he was just
or
upset
it just
about
goes
that.
to like it goes commercial break in progress. You're like,
It's the same
man,
thing. Yeah.
give me the might as well be a commercial.
Yeah.
Give me the corner work. But again, I do think they'll make some adjustments. Remember, this is their first time.
Yeah.
They'll make some adjustments. But I don't see how they change it though. You know,
I didn't mind it early on. It was
would you rather pay $80,
exactly. That's why I don't mind it.
or would you rather pay 160?
No.
Fucking.
I still
7
see
days?
commercials I didn't like. It sucks.
It's not the end of the world. It's just business. I get. It's like, yeah, man.
I completely get it.
Yeah, I get it. It sucks, but I get it.
Yeah, I guess just the wait part, right? Not the wait, the in between rounds when they're talking, you can't hear because they're playing the commercial or something like that, right? It was like very, very quiet.
Yeah.
That's what people are bummed about.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, that part does suck. But I'm sure they can fix it somehow.
And then who was breathing into the mic? Was that DC? That has to be DC's. Big
Yeah,
ass.
I have to.
That's DC.
And then, dude, what do you do? They have to keep telling me in the ear, dude, get your nose away from the mic.
Like, hey,
It'll be
save
on
some
for like-
oxygen for the rest of us, DC. That has to be him. But again, that's a production issue. DC has to.
Does Rogan breathe loud?
No.
Okay. I mean,
if I were a betting man, I bet the guy who's overweight, it's DC, dude. I love DC, but hey, bud, save some oxygen for the rest of us. But that's also the production. Like, you guys got to tighten up.
Yeah.
You got to, he's going to breathe. He has to fucking breathe.
I think for the first broadcast, it was like so seamless. It felt like just watching the UFC. It didn't feel anything like crazy.
The only time it was a little choppy, again, first one, is when they went to the desk with Chris Weidman, Dominic Cruz, and Bisping, and the new girl.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little choppy with that Travis Barker. Oh, nobody's a bigger Blink-182 fan than me. I love Blink. You know this? I love Travis. I love Blink-182. I've been to their concerts. I don't go to a lot of concerts. I love Blink-182. That's my childhood. Them playing the Blink-182 soundtrack when it's like fucking Justin Gaethje knocking fools out. Hey, man, that totally missed. And I love Blink-182, but that does not match, dude. You know?
Yeah. And then Travis was a big focus too, right? He was playing like this intro thing with the drums and talking about.
And I, again, love Travis, but they put him up there next to Dominic Cruz, Bisping, and Weidman. And they're like, who's your favorite fighter? He's like, I like them all.
Yeah.
We're all, fuck.
Yeah.
That was a little, just messy. It wasn't clean. And then them cutting from the desk to that. Again, they're going to fix all that. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
At least the main event delivered. The prelims delivered. The rest of it was a complete shit show. All good, baby. It's better than nothing.
And the girl at the desk, the new one, she's actually like really good, but I don't know. What'd you think?
Where's Karen Bryant?
Yeah. Or Laura.
Megan O'Leary.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are my girls? That girl's good, and she's from boxing.
Yeah. She's straight up pro. Like she's good at what she does, but I don't know
Where
for
the
MMA
fuck
though.
are my people?
Yeah.
Where's Karen Bryant? Where's Megan O'Leary?
Alrighty. All right. Well, this is before the event. A Smotherman. He had passed out, but it's kind of a pretty bad pass out right after he made the weight too.
135.
Hold on, pause it.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw the funniest fucking comment on Twitter. Someone said, this is like, they said this is like in Toy Story when Andy walks in the room when Woody just acts like he's dead, you know?
It's so long ago, but yeah.
Oh, so when Andy or anyone comes in the room, the toys have to flop to the
Oh, yeah, I know that, yeah.
The toys. They said this looks like when Andy walks in the room and Woody has to act dead. It's so true.
Oh, his eyes.
And he's sucking the ground like a fish out of water. It's not good. Did they call his fight off? Or?
Yeah, of course. You have to. And this is the timing of this with Bisping.
I love Bisping.
Incredible, right?
He's like, it's not hard, is it? Whoa. He's all, huh?
Sympathy for these guys. You got one job: show up on weight, in shape. That's it.
It's part of the contract, isn't it? You've signed on the dotted line. You've got to go and get the job
You're a
done.
professional fighter. It's not hard, is it? You have months.
It's got a medical team in it.
It's so good.
Relatively quickly.
It's not hard. Susan, it's not hard, is it? Goo.
It's meant to happen, right? That was meant to happen.
Yeah.
How crazy was that?
I'm with Bisbing, though. Saying,
Yeah.
you got a job, dude. You get your shit together. So good, though. It's like Andy's toys when a human walks into the fucking bedroom. God, it's good.
And this is him talking about his.
Hey, guys. So I was fine.
We have gotten a lot of messages, and I appreciate all of the, genuine concern about me. I'm completely okay. I'm good.
Are you, though?
I'm not entirely sure what happened. I see a lot of, people online saying, "Oh, it's crazy weight cuts," stuff like that. I genuinely didn't cut very much weight for this fight. I came in, pretty low, but even over the course of this week, I haven't.
What do
cut
you
much
think it
weight.
was then?
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
No.
I have some more tests and stuff to take in the coming weeks to get to the bottom of it. But for all the people saying I must have done a crazy cut or something like that, I cut very, very little weight.
No, buddy. This isn't a cold case.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I appreciate the concern.
He's like, dude, everyone's saying it's not this weight cut. Hey, man. Clearly the weight cut.
It's obviously the weight cut. Yeah.
This isn't a cold case. This is the first 48. We figured that's in fucking 48 seconds. It's case solved, Bubba.
Yeah.
All good. You had that go wrong. Then you had them pulling the Hernandez fight off because of gambling.
Yeah, that's the other thing that was crazy.
That one pisses me off.
But I mean, so what? The stuff I read about it is because it's so brand new, you don't know what's going on. But so does both of the guys? They have to both be investigated deeply, right? Even though they're just like the fighters.
They'll investigate him. So it came out that there was suspicious money came in on that fight. The word is, people that know better than I do, said somebody in Hernandez's camp, he was injured in camp, leaked it to somebody else, and then obviously they tell people, and then they put more money on Johnson. That's how this goes, My thing with this is fighters can't control what knuckleheads they have in the gym. Gyms you have your team, you have your boys. Sometimes there's some randos in there. Sometimes they might be new to the team. Sometimes they're just knuckleheads. They're just idiots. And so this dude who probably doesn't even know Hernandez is like, hey man, his ribs are super fucked up. He's compromised. Bet on him.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Hernandez, has nothing to do with Michael Johnson. My question is, and maybe it's impossible. My question is, instead of disciplining the two fighters that worked their ass off, made weight, went through the whole training camp, cost them money, instead of disciplining them for these actions of these idiots that they have no control over, why isn't there an option just to pull that fight from the betting sites like DraftKings or FanDuel or 365 Bet? And maybe that's impossible. Maybe, I don't know how it works. Maybe Bet 365 goes, man, once it's up, there's nothing we can do. If we take it off, the fight has to get canceled. Mm-hmm. I would assume that's not the way it goes because the betting sites and the commission are entirely separate, I would assume. They're entirely separate. If they're in cahoots together, we got an issue. Like, to discipline the fighters based off somebody else's actions is fucking wild, dude. So if you wanted to get a fight canceled, let's say you didn't like somebody, just start doing suspicious betting. It's not going to cost you money, and they'll pull the fight. You know how stupid that is?
Yeah,
you know how crazy that is? That can't be the best way to handle this. It can't be. Can't be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I guarantee you if that's the main event, they're not doing that. Let's say Conor and Justin fight. And some numbnuts in Conor's camp goes, man, he has a foot injury. Bet on Justin. They get a bunch of money, bet on Justin. I guarantee you they don't cancel that fight. There's too much money involved. But for these prelim guys, they'll cancel it because the UFC doesn't want to take heat. It's fucked up.
Yeah. I'm just saying if there's an update to it.
Cause Sportsbook to limit the action and remove the fight entirely. Cool. So let them do that. And if there's no betting on it, clearly whoever is in, let's say they thought the fire's behind it. Mm-hmm. If there's no incentive to take a dive and there's no betting allowed, Who gives a fuck?
They're gonna remove it anyways. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Why
there
discipline the fighters?
Is there any other way they make money by having? I'm sure if they, because it's more money coming in or whatever going out if they do have them on the card. But if they're removing them anyway, and the guys want to fight, then yeah.
And then, I posted on my Twitter and people were like, well, if he's injured, it is fucked up to fight. I'm like, oh, buddy, you don't know the sport. Any fighter you watch is not 100%.
Yeah.
They're never 100%. And they go, well, how hard is it to hide injuries from the commission? Again, it's such a casual answer. All good, I'll answer it. All good, I get it, dude. Michael Bisping passed commission with one eye, and they thought he could see 20/20. When I fought Andre Arlovsky, 2 days before I get on the fucking flight to fight him in Vancouver, this moron that I'm training with headbutts me and causes 9 stitches in my left eye. 9 stitches. Horrible gash in my eye. Headbutt me when we were wrestling. 2 days before the fight. I went to my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, Joanna. I went, do you have some makeup? We grabbed super glue. I super glued my fucking eye and then put makeup. It was a horrendous job. It looked, clearly I had a huge cut over my left eye. Huge cut. Commissioner was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Okay. It's an IQ test. It's so easy. So easy.
Did they let you wear like ball caps during the tests?
Yeah, I wore cap. They didn't say shit.
So I mean, it's a little bit more of a cover.
Like it's like if you have a torn muscle, like they have no clue, dude. No clue.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get around that. And here's the thing. Guys win all the time injured. When Conor McGregor fought Chad Mendes on short notice, and you were like, oh, he keeps getting taken down. He had like a torn meniscus, dude. Fighters fight injured. It's just what we do. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
The battle is who's less injured by the time they get to fight night, not who's completely injury free. Everyone's fucked up. If you had a good enough training camp, everyone's compromised. Nobody's 100% come Saturday night. Nobody. All of them have some sort of nagging issue, something happened in training camp if you're doing it properly. It's just the way it goes.
Let's see. Yeah, Nick brought this up, right? How the cage is moving forward as far as like for Paramount, instead of having a ton of sponsors all over the cage, they're going to take them out. Or at least for the White House event?
Is it because White House is like, yo, we're paying for it? Well, really, all of us, the taxpayers, are paying for it. Hey, it's either this or fraud in fucking Minnesota. You pick. I'll take this. So no logos. Here's my thing with the logos, and you and Nick are discussing in the group chat. If you realize what's going on, and this was my whole beef with Dana back in the day in the Reebok deal, is what they did is remove the logos from the fighters. Even though we're independent contractors, they removed our logos and most guys, especially me, and a lot of guys now, especially with streaming, all this shit, made more money off their shorts than they did actually competing. And the UFC said, we're going to put a stop to all that. We're going to give you fight kits. We're going to pay you way less money. And then those sponsors you work with, we're actually going to put inside the octagon so we make the money. And then our pay didn't go up. It's crazy. It's crazy how y'all must have forgot. It's crazy to me. It's fucking batshit crazy. It's crazy. Now, that being said, I get, the UFC was trying to sell at the time. I get, you don't want Condom Depot or this bullshit shady supplement company on the guy's ass, stuff like that. I get that. But even back in the day, any sponsor you saw on our shorts or on the banner, remember the banners? Those were dope. I still have mine. Anything you saw on those banners on the shorts, we had to get approved from the UFC. Mm-hmm. Oh, I could tell you some shady stories about that. Oh, you go get them approved. They're like, we don't approve this one. Next thing you know, they have an overall deal with that brand. That shit used to happen. It's crazy.
By the way, did those sponsors actually, because I'm sure you were way closer to talking to the sponsors one-on-one as far as how well the exposure does for them. So those those banners that you guys put on the cage just for a little bit and then you roll them up and then take them out. Did the sponsors say that? Oh, you made us a ton of money for this? They never
told us. Oh, I think it was just association, but also they use our name and likeness. So it's not even really about like, oh, the 30 seconds when they're announcing your name, we saw insert whatever brand Echo. I was with Echo forever. They saw the Echo logo. No, their benefit is they're paying me a certain amount because they use my name and likeness on all the promotion material, to their new jackets, jeans. I would do photo shoots for them. So they're getting me to use for all the stuff, which boosts their sales. Oh. So that's the benefit, not just the one time in the octagon. It helps that their logo's on there just to bring awareness, but I don't know if that's equaling sales. Sales come from username and likeness, especially now with social media. Like fighting's just part of the gig, but really they're paying you a monthly fee or a fee when you fight inside the octagon because they're using your name and likeness for whether it might be 3 months after the fight, an entire year. They're using your name and likeness. You're doing appearances for them.
Yeah.
That's where the benefit comes from.
Do they put like little posters of pictures of you and that stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. When you're doing signings, you have, it's a picture of you with their shit on.
Okay. Yeah, I texted you separately about this. I didn't realize some fighters will buy this many tickets for their friends and family, but this is Paddy Pimblett talking about it.
Correctly, that you purchased 250 tickets for this fight?
Yeah.
Wow. Paddy, that's almost $100,000 just handing out tickets. You got to tell your boys they can.
More than $100,000. That's like 140.
Oh my
150.
gosh. So you're going to have a whole crew in here, man.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who've
Boy,
scouted
did he.
who've got tickets.
His
that I haven't.
walkout was special, man.
It seems like it always is, though.
His walkouts are
Yeah.
I love Paddy, dude.
Yeah.
His walkouts are so good. He's such a character, such a personality.
Very lovable, yeah.
Yeah, good fighter, but just not at that elite level yet,
Yeah.
I hope he gets there. I don't see a path to it right now, but who knows? Guys do it. Who knows?
All right. I mean, did you ever buy a shit ton for your friends and family?
I think the most tickets I bought was like 20, but you get a discount. You get like a
Okay.
bulk discount from the UFC. Like he's not going on Ticketmaster and buying fucking $150,000 worth of tickets.
Yeah, but that was wild. So these are the payouts apparently during this very first Paramount card, and it does look pretty high. But then since there's no pay-per-view points, I'll get into some other stuff that I saw online. But does this look normal to you?
Yeah, that looks good.
Justin 2.8.
Because then also you got to remember people are gonna use the pay-per-view points from like the Conor days or John Jones days. Those days are over. So this is actually pretty good. Now is it their total value? No, but it's better than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Because the pay-per-view model's dead. Their pay-per-view numbers were terrible. There's no more Conors, no more big draws.
Yeah, so I guess they're gonna look more internally. Since there's no more pay-per-view points, just how many views and all
But again,
that stuff.
but again, remember there was some positive to that pay-per-view model, man. Like you don't get me wrong, I'm glad we're not paying $80 anymore. But if you notice, this last Saturday's card and this card, these are numbered quote unquote pay-per-view events. This is their big cards. They're not great. Because they're playing with how they've already got paid. Remember, the UFC's already got paid. They've already made their money. They're guaranteed $7.7 billion. Before, when they didn't have a partner like this and they had to do pay-per-view to make their money, in order to get those pay-per-views popping, dude, you would get like a huge main event, and that co-main event was no joke. They would do guys that would sell well. So you got stacked pay-per-views because they had to put effort into it. They had to put big names on it. Now, again, we're paying less. I get that, but you're not going to get as good of cards because they don't have to. They've already been paid.
Yeah.
So how much incentive is there to make sure these fucking cards are stacked? There's not. They've been paid. It sucks. That's the one downside to this. You're not those days of UFC 300 and listen. What about the White House card? Yeah, UFC don't have to pay for that. We're paying for that. Taxpayers are paying for that. The White House is paying for that. So that thing's gonna be stacked. That's gonna suck up all the major fights for the year. And after that, it's gonna be watered down like you're getting now. It's a shame because those people that are just coming on now to the Paramount, boy, you missed out on a good time. Let's take a little break here. Let me tell you about my friends at Nowadays. All right. We see you crushing your workouts, building your thing from 9 to 5, from 5 to 9. You hold yourself to a higher standard, and your drink should too. That's where Nowadays comes in. Zero proof THC beverage that delivers a clean, reliable buzz with no hangover, no empty calories, no regrets, just bold flavor, good energy, and full presence. All right. You're not just giving up fun to chase your goals. You're just choosing a better way to do both. You work hard, you play smart, you've earned this, all right? So visit trynowadays.com/Schaub, SHAB, to get 20% off your order. That's trynowadays.com/Schaub, or use Schaub at checkout. Go to trynowadays.com and use Schaub at checkout. Drink responsibly, must be 21 or older. This episode of the Schaub Show is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial genius, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long ways. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations. Progressive.
Okay, well, this also was the first time in a while that Dana White did the, he increased it by 50K for bonuses, so $100,000 bonuses. And then people that, if just a random finish. 25K, yeah.
I think they should take 25K from fighters like Figueiredo and Umar. I think I think they should take $100,000 from Rose. I think if it's a fucking snooze fest, you got to pay some money back.
Interesting. Penalty fees.
That's what Pride did.
I know they did
this ain't no original idea. Pride did that. You get that red flag for not engaging, making it boring. But buddy, 15% of your purse. It was lit.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
There was an article with Laura Sanko too saying that moving forward, they're going to be cutting a ton of people. If they're not exciting, they're just going to cut a ton of people. And it's moving towards the direction of just straight up, knockouts and going crazy.
It's a business. I get it. Like, MMA is on the decline in America. It just is. Is it the surge in Dagestani wrestling? Maybe. Is it the push of women's MMA? Maybe. There's a few things there that are causing these declines in America. The growth is only international.
Yeah. I don't know. With the wrestling with Dagestanis and stuff, I'd say the lower people are not as fun to watch, but then when you get to Islam's level, for whatever reason, it's still exciting when he does it.
Islam's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Islam's great. Exciting.
All right, your boy, he got inducted, he's going to be inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame, Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, shooing.
That was pretty dope to see.
I love Dominic.
This also happened during the event. Mark Smith tore his ACL. He had to be carried out. Like during the actual fights too.
How did it happen?
He just, just like it just happens out of nowhere. He just popped, probably moving too fast. Man.
Just getting older, probably in some sketch or some bullshit.
And I wanted to ask you about this move because
I didn't like it.
Okay, so let me show you this real quick. This is from Adesanya and some other people.
This is it. Hit him.
What was that?
I thought him jumping on his back was kind of cool, actually. That was and very athletic, by the way.
That's a fucking picture. Holy shit.
What was that, bro? I would never ever hug you after you jump on my back like that, dog.
Yeah, the other stuff
The
was
fuck
pretty
did
cool.
he say? He's a straight bird.
That too. But I mean, so the jumping off the back, how even Dana's saying like, oh, I thought that was pretty funny, whatever. I'm looking at like, oh shit. I
don't like it.
Yeah, that's kind of
Tacky.
But also freaky with back injuries. I don't know. So going to this where the video ended, have you seen Jean Silva's reaction to like he's doing a promotion for the UFC and then this is when they're done filming essentially and they caught this.
Something's wrong with him, right? This ain't normal. Something's going on there, bud.
Deixa eu pegar essa porra aí, cara.
We got steak.
He also barks. You know, that's his thing. He's like, "Rrr."
Let me send you this. Somebody sent me.
Okay, you want to just play it?
It says, what we're all thinking. It's all good. It's a superpower if you channel it, right?
What?
UFC fighter revealed that in a recent test, he was confirmed autistic. This is Silva.
Eu não sei se ele é diagnosticado realmente com autismo.
Arnold Allen, I'm not sure if he's actually diagnosed with this, but with autism, he said it. I was diagnosed. Shit, I'm autistic. And it's going to be two autistic dudes just going at it in the octagon. And one thing I know is that I'm going to come out on top.
Arnold Allen
Why is he calling Arnold Allen autistic? Man? Why is he catching strays? Well, I think with autism, you gotta be careful too, because there's a spectrum, right? Like if you watch Love on the Spectrum, you know somebody who's autistic, like Elon Musk is autistic, like Lex Friedman's autistic. It's a superpower for certain, might help him focus, something like that. But like him barking, that thing with the belt, like something's going on there, you know?
Yeah, the belt thing is a little too emotional. But I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the world.
He's not my favorite. Can I say that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some of the stuff he does, the barking is super cringy to me.
Yeah.
Him crying with that belt, I don't know, man.
The belt thing was more trippy to me, but yeah, the barking is a little off-putting.
I'll tell you what I dig is his girl seems just as autistic.
She just kissed him.
Yeah, it's just as down. You know, I love that.
Yeah.
They're both down for the cause, you know?
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. At least he found somebody, you know?
And talking about catching strays, I guess this is Tom Aspinall listening to what Dana White is saying about him.
About me? I didn't even fight last night. Just Dana.
Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall? And is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus. Don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery or just had it, and by surgery, I mean injections. I have no idea. Get a quote from him. God forbid I say something about it.
Jeez.
How close did you think you were to...
Here's your quote. Catching strays, aren't I? Catching strays in my own living room on a Sunday morning. Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think because, remember, he said something before. Remember after, and it was fucked up. Dana, after the fight, remember, he was like...
He was, putting it down like he didn't want to fight or something like that.
He didn't want to fight. Like, they said he quit. You know, and then Tom's like, what the fuck, dude? So then now, and Dana got a bunch of backlash from that. So Dana's like, dude, I don't know. I'm not saying shit because I get so much shit last time. It was weird. He's like, I guess he's having surgery. By surgery, I mean injections.
Yeah, that's kind of...
The fuck? I'm with Tom. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, Dana, anybody, do you think Tom doesn't actually have a fucking eye injury? Let me get this straight. You think Tom Aspinall is babying this or making this? You know how stupid that sounds? You think Tom's just wearing glasses and going through all this trouble for the fuck of it? Literally the best heavyweight on the roster.
Yeah.
You think Tom doesn't want to get back in there and fight?
Make money,
get an actual title, not this interim bullshit. You think Tom Aspinall's scared of Cyril Gane? Do you know what the fuck Tom's going to do once his eyes get right? You know what the fuck that guy's going to do to Cyril Gane? Anybody want to bet on it? You know the amount of pain that dude's going to put on Cyril Gane? No, but Cyril Gane was doing good in that 4 minutes that we saw him. Are you out your fucking mind? You're talking about the Cyril Gane that shit his pants against John Jones? That guy? Talking about the guy that got out-wrestled by Francis fucking Ngannou? That guy? You're talking about the guy who's a blue belt at best in grappling? That guy? The fuck out of here. I can't stand this. You guys want to shit on Tom Aspinall because he actually has an eye injury and he has to have fucking multiple surgeries, and for some reason this is the guy to fucking bag on? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Tom Aspinall You have any clue the fucking fury he's going to put on Cyril Gane when his eyes are right? Mark my words. Cyril Gane is so fucked when Tom gets better. There's nobody I would put more money on to beat somebody than him beating Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane is just fucking wait. Just wait till that motherfucker's eyes are better. Just wait till he's not cross-eyed. Fucking wait, dude. It's crazy to me the strays Aspinall's taking. And for what? Because the dirty Frenchman fucking stabbed him in the eyes and he's notoriously known for it, yet we're going to condone that behavior? And Tom's scared, yet nobody's giving Cyril Gane any flack? Are you out your goddamn mind? The guy who got bulldog choked by John Jones, who was terrified, that guy, the guy who got out wrestled by Francis Ngannou with one fucking knee, you think he's going to beat Tom Aspinall after 2 fucking eye surgeries? Are you out of your mind? Come on, man. Everyone keeps shitting on him. Enough. He can fucking both eyes. And no one says shit about Cyril Gane. Oh, yeah, man, he was doing well. For the 3.5 minutes, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, has Dana ever said something like, Cyril Gane's got to hold back with his poking?
No,
right?
no, nothing. No one says shit to Cyril Gane. Okay. We'll see what the fuck's up when Tom gets better.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he beats the brakes off of Cyril Gane. There's no more fight that I'm sure of than that fight.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully his eyes get better soon.
I mean, yeah, hopefully.
All right, so this is just kind of a funny one. This guy won his fight on Tough Enough, and then he...
this was bad.
he mentioned Dana in his rant.
Did he miss?
Shelby, Hunter Campbell, and who's the third musketeer? The bald guy, kind of looks like a bloated Mr. Clean.
It's like a WWE take?
Yeah.
What's his name? Dino? Dana White. Better wake up, motherfuckers. Next big thing is here is to get your checkbook ready. Let's make some money.
Dude, he just fucked himself. He just fucked himself.
I know.
And then, did you see Dan? Did you see Dana White's comment? Worst fight of the night, stunk the place up with his performance, and then talks like he put on the fight of the night. The fight after his was a woman's fight that made his fight look even shittier.
Oh, Smila fought then.
Smila Fairtex blows Scrappy douche out of the water.
Remember Smila? She got us the most views on that one championship thing. I think that's her.
Is it?
Remember the millions of views? Smila at Fairtex.
But dude, it's like these kids keep doing this WWE takes. Like, you don't want to talk shit to...
You remember this girl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then we posted something, or you posted something with her, and it just got like crazy viral. Do you remember this?
The weight cut.
Yeah, that one.
I remember.
But yeah, that's who he's referring to.
That's crazy. Crazy.
All right.
Well, why would you get on the mic and talk shit to the guy?
I know that's just his thing. He's like, maybe this is going to give me attention, and
Dude,
I'm going to be my
worst attention. Dude, that's like making to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. You can get in there and you start shitting on Willy. He's not going to invite you to the fucking factory anymore, dude. You fucked yourself. And for what? Nobody knows who you are.
I mean,
now.
Yeah, but not in the best
what
way.
A fucking royal fuck. And Bubba, take it from me. Once you piss Dana off, you're never getting into the UFC, dude. And for what? For that stupid WWE take? Who advised you to do that? Now you're going to be on the regional circuit for the rest of your fucking life. He's never letting you in, dude.
I mean, what if he like sticks him with some hardcore fighter just so to see his ass beat?
No, he's not even going to give him the opportunity. Mm-hmm. He's never getting. You just royally fucked yourself.
He gave something a shot, which I would not have done. I don't think many of us would have done.
No. Dana ain't the one to fuck with, man.
So Dana was on 92.3 The Beat, and I think Big Boy asked him, is there anyone that you would have wanted to lose in 2025, like a fighter? And then this is how he replied.
When was the last time you wanted a UFC fighter to lose?
Schaub against Travis Brown.
That's a great question. Yeah. That's a great question. Probably the middle of last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably the middle of last year.
Oh, so that recent.
we have almost 1,000 guys under contract. They don't all like me, and I don't like all of them either. So it's totally normal.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, the internet detective's going to figure that out.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of them.
Oh, wow. Go up. It says, this is Grok. Dana didn't name the fighter, but speculations point to Bryce Mitchell. Against his Hitler comments?
Yeah, those are pretty bad. So,
yeah, and Clive against Pierre. I could see that.
I don't even know it. I doubt Moicano was on there.
No, Moicano.
Hamzat, no way.
No, definitely not Hamzat.
The Merab O'Malley one was kind of interesting because O'Malley was, obviously more famous and everything.
Bryce Mitchell's the only one that really caused a big scene for the UFC at the time.
Yeah. Alrighty. This kind of sucks. I just saw this pop up in the news. Jairzinho Rosenstruck. I didn't realize he was actually cut from the UFC. But he was cut. He was cut.
Knuckle. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's he's facing multiple charges for.
He bit her?
A few felony stuff. Yeah, and then the charges that he bit her.
After she called him a nasty beast.
But that was just a small one. This one I thought you would find interesting. That Dricus du Plessis' coach, he blames Mark Goddard.
Oof.
For DDP's loss.
Oof. Boy.
Yeah.
Made small mistakes that cost us dearly every minute of the fight. So easy fixes. Disagree. We were just not prepared. Okay, that's on you, Bubba. It sounds stupid what I'm going to say now, but we were not prepared. We've never been prepared to fight a guy who's not willing to fight. If we knew he was going to try to just do that, I would have changed Dricus' base. No punches, no kicks, just flipping, wrestling the guy. Dricus is good enough to do that, but it's an MMA fight. I know Mark Goddard doesn't agree with me. You should have stood the fight up many times. He didn't want to fight. Oh, wow. Wow. What a terrible take.
I think the coach made excuses for him multiple times on different things.
I'll give the coach this, too. Remember he talked about, his lung capacity or oxygen levels was only at 7%. They had the nose surgeon. His cardio is way better. I was like, bullshit. Motherfucker was not lying. He was not lying. His cardio, there was a reason. His cardio did get way better, and he's a beast. He's so good. This is such a bad take.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Your fighter is fighting Hamzat, and you didn't expect him to wrestle? So you didn't prepare him to wrestle? Okay. And you're going to blame the ref because he couldn't get back up? Okay. That makes sense.
All right. Move on?
Yeah, man.
All right. So Jake Paul, his time with PFL is over. And he was supposed to do one fight. Never happened.
Dude, PFL, talk about dropping the fucking ball.
That and
Francis,
the president,
Jake.
Don Davis leaves as well.
Don Davis, piece of shit.
Oh. But yeah, so yeah, the main guys in PFL. And then you always said that Ngannou's not going to fight again?
Oh, yeah.
So he's not, I can't imagine him fighting.
Boxing.
Maybe for
But
PFL.
MMA, no. Again, listen, Maradona was like, that was a terrible deal. Like, go ahead and do that. Like, PFL made a mistake. And listen, and this sucks to say this, but this is why these organizations don't pay guys a boatload of money, because they stop fucking fighting. Name one fighter it's ever worked out for. Conor McGregor makes all that money. Barely fights. After that, barely fought. Did the Floyd Mayweather fight, and nowhere near as frequent, Francis got paid to box, barely fights. These guys, when they make a ton of, and I get it, dude. I'll do the same shit. But once you pay these guys life-changing money, they stop fighting, or they won't take the fight you want them to fight. It's a tough pickle. I don't know what the answer is.
It is a tough pickle.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the current events.
All right.
Just the fight.
You got
coming up.
UFC, what's this, 327? 325. So 324 last week, got 325 coming up. This card on paper looks better than last week's. I think you're going to have more exciting fights. I'm looking forward to it. I'll come in and do a breakdown on Thursday for this one. I'll come in and do a short breakdown on Thursday for this fight, just so it's closer to the fight. You got Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, the fight nobody asked for, but I'm a Volkanovski stan. So when he fights, I'm tuning in. We just saw that fight, but I'll take it, I guess. Hooker, I always root for. I fucking pray to God Hooker gets it done against BSD. Fiziev, Hoofy, great fight. Tai Tuivasa, let's see what happens there. Teixeira, that's a problem. Tafa's back on there. The main card, I should say, is better than last week.
When I saw this card, I was like, it's kind of cool, but I don't want to buy it. Then I'm like, hold on. We're Paramount now. I was like, fuck
Paramount. But as far as matchup-wise and finishes, guarantee this main card does better than last week's. Guarantee it. But we're going to do a quick breakdown on Thursday for this card. That's what we'll do. All right, guys? All right, love you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. If you're digging the show, you want ad-free. Unlike Paramount, you can get ad-free. Just go to patreon.com/TFATK and get you some ad-free shows, man. All the Fire and the Kids, Schaub shows, all those will be ad-free on there, okay? Thursday show will be ad-free. So we got you guys, man. It's patreon.com/TFATK. You get fan questions. I just did. Those just got uploaded. You get behind-the-scenes content. It's only $5 a month. That's it. You get all this ad-free Schaub Show, Fire and Kid, bonus shows, bonus episodes, bonus material, Q&As. It's a grand old time. That thing's popping. So appreciate you guys who subscribe to the Patreon. Tell your friends. It's only $5 a month. But that's it, man. It's Brian Callen's birthday today, so make sure you go wish him happy birthday. He turned 77 years old today.
Whatever.
Young spring chicken. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck driving here to the studio, so there's Fire and the Kid. But that's it, kids. I love you guys. Enjoy this weekend's fights. Free on Paramount. All right? So not ad-free. Don't get them twisted. So that's it. Till next time, stay warm. I'm out.